Hey, good evening, Mission Possible team. Happy Monday. We're delighted that you guys are here. It's open mic night, so I missed the last one, so I cannot wait for this conversation tonight. So we thank you guys for being here. Sharon Rankin zooming in from beautiful, beautiful Nashville, Tennessee today. And we are thanking you guys for being here. Your choice to be here says so much. It says a lot about your belief in what we're doing to inspire healthy living around the world with our mission. And then each week when we come together, it really is to remind us of that mission and really to keep us connected. And I look forward, I don't know about you guys, but I really look forward to Mondays and Monday nights, especially when we can connect with our greater team, because it is what connections and relationships in this business are priceless. And it has been a true blessing and a benefit of joining this community for me. So our Mission Possible team is a team that is inspired. We're inspired individuals and agents for change. And we're dedicated to creating a healthier life for as many as people as possible, future generations right now. And you guys, we are doing that. There's so many good stories. When Peggy was coming on tonight, she said she just got another customer. She just placed an order. So our product, let me just say what we do with Juice Plus and the product, it is second to none. And we never want to forget how important that is in people's lives. And the mission is very, very important, but we know that people are praying for an answer for their health concerns every single day. Please never forget that. So tonight we're co-hosted again by Darlene Gibson and Janae Bartz. And I'm going to turn it over to Darlene and we're going to hit open mic night. So welcome, Darlene.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. Welcome, everyone. Mic check, 927. This is Mission Possible Open Mic check 927. And we want to thank everyone in advance for your positive vibe and your great questions and great attitude. This is Open Mic 927 with Mission Possible tonight. I am Darlene Gibson. I will be your co-host tonight. I am a senior sales coordinator. I am also an entrepreneur. I've been in business for over 40 years. I love what I do. I'm still in love. From the first day to today, I love it. I'm also an international artist. I travel all around the world. Doing her shows, backstage management, education, and I am so blessed to have two amazing children also who have been educated, have their masters. God has been really good. Blessed to have a wonderful salon, a great team to work with, and also it's so important to have that plan B. As an entrepreneur, of course, 40 years in business, that's a lot. And it's been a lot on my shoulders as an entrepreneur, but because of Juice Plus, because of supplemental income, when they closed us down, because of the pandemic, 40 years of being in business, I had no idea that they was gonna shut us down. But because that plan B, that supplemental income that I had stored away, it really did help make a difference in my day-to-day living. Plan B is so important. You just never know where you're going to be, how life is going to change, and you really need to be prepared. So now with Juice Plus Business, I can help people from the inside out. I can help them look beautiful with their hair and also help them with their insides. So I'm so blessed to be able to make a big difference in sharing health and hope to so many women that I work with on a day-to-day basis and travel with. So tonight, Open Mic 927. What is Open Mic all about? Open Mic is a platform for you to ask questions to our leaders. We have leaders, our national marketing directors, our Q national marketing directors, our SSCs and SC. We have people here tonight to answer your questions with over 40 years or plus being in business as an entrepreneur with Juice Plus, with this mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. You do want to get into their heads, right? So feel free. This is a safe place. This is open mic. So bring your questions, anything you having challenges with, any struggles, we are here to answer. So when you come on, ask your question, introduce who you are, what city you're in. Our leaders, our national marketing directors, our Q national marketing directors, our SSC and SC, they will help and answer your questions. Now, our leaders, we need you to raise your hand or use the icon to say, hey, I can answer that. I can handle that one. So at this time, I want to now introduce to you our host, Janae. Janae, go ahead and unmute yourself and share who you are and your background as well. Thank you, Janae.
Thank you, Darlene. What a powerful start with your story. That is incredible. Thank you for sharing that with all of us.
Are you welcome, Janae?
I am Jay Bartz. I'm sales coordinator. Yeah. And I live in St. Robert, Missouri. And I also am an entrepreneur. I've had my own massage therapy business for 17 years. And because I said yes to Juice Plus, next month I'll be celebrating my 15-year anniversary with the Juice Plus company. And I'm so happy that I started when I was really young and that I did it before I was married and had kids, because it's my vision to always continue to be able to work when I got married and work when I had children, but I also wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And because I built that strong foundation and put in a lot of effort at the beginning of my business, I was able to make those dreams come true. And it's been a blessing to have an awesome paycheck every single month that I can count on and be able to step back from a full-time massage schedule to just working about 5 days out of the month. That is huge for our family, and I'm so thankful. So as we get on this awesome call tonight, thank you all for being here. And I just want us to jump into maybe some questions. So here's the first one. I hope my internet's okay. It said it was a little unstable.
You sound good. You sound good.
Okay, great. So we want to talk about this consistency chain. And so if a leader wants to hop on and just briefly, explain what is this consistency chain challenge that we are doing this month.
Okay, mic check, mic check. Let's hear from our leaders here. 927, someone jump in, mic check.
Well, I'll just jump in because I love the thought of consistency. And there is a statement by one of our leaders, David Beaver. David Beaver has been quoted as saying, consistency creates miracles. So just let that soak in your thought for just a minute. Consistency creates miracles in anything of our life. If we're consistent in our thought life, in our health life, our activity, physical activity, spiritual activity, whatever, we see things happen over a period of time. We live in an instant society and people want to see instant gratification, but miracles happen and change happens with consistency. So our team many of us embraced something called the consistency chain challenge, where every day we're challenged to reach out to someone. It could be a prospect, it could be a customer, it could be anybody that we want to touch for health and hope. And so those people who embrace and I'm just curious by show of hands, how many said yes that I would do this? I mean, we had a lot of people that said, yes, I'm in. And I saw just even in we're just into the first month. That's a lot of people. And the first month I've already had 2 new customers just doing the consistency chain challenge. And that is reminding me every single day that there's somebody that I could reach out to and ask to take a look, come on along. Are you open? So we're going to do it again in October. If anybody wants to join us, you're welcome. You just have to reach out to me and we'll add you to. You get a great message. So you have really some an arsenal, so to speak, of ideas of who to reach out to, the teachers, the nurses, people who have children, moms. There's just so many ideas, and sometimes we're stumped for who to reach out to. Does that answer your question? I don't know, but I'm loving the consistency chain for sure. And I don't know if anybody else is interested in or is open to sharing what they've seen from the consistency chain as well. It'd be nice to know.
Yes, I would love to hear more. That's awesome, Sharon. Thank you very much. And that was another question was, any results we're seeing already? So you've got 2 customers for the month already. That's awesome. Who else wants to share some awesome stuff about how it's going? Suzanne, go ahead.
Yes. Thanks, Janae. Suzanne Bonner from Billings, Montana, and I have 2 new customers. I just moved into this community, but I have 2 new customers. One was a Healthy Starts and one ordered a second product. And I've been reaching out to, when expired isn't quite the right word, but customers that I used to have that got off the product, I've also been reaching out to them. So I've got a couple reconsidering getting back on. So it's good. And I have a couple more possibilities to follow up with tomorrow. So gave information. So I think it helps keep me focused, and I'm reaching out to people and getting in the habit of doing that. And that's I like it. I would recommend everybody do it as much as you can.
Awesome. Thank you. Go ahead, Ann.
Well, I am seeing very good results by doing this as well. And I have 3 new customers this month. And it's every day. And I have reached out to more than one person on lots of days, following up or whatever. But I know every day that I must reach out to one person, and it just keeps you in the habit. It kind of gets your momentum going of, okay, it's kind of like brushing your teeth. You got to brush your teeth. You got to reach out to that person before you go to bed at night. So I am seeing lots of interest, and there's been some people that haven't replied, but overall, I've gotten a lot of just really good response and people accepting to look at a video or look at information. And then I'm circling back around and following up with the people that I started with in September. So.
That's awesome. And you've been doing this for several months, right, Ann?
I did start doing it after the Pajama Regional because I thought it was a really good idea. And I felt like I personally needed something to get me focused, to be intentional, to touch in my business every day. And that this has helped me.
I love that. I mean, you're putting what you learned at an event right into practice. Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's reflecting in your business. Yes. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yes, I would like to offer encouragement to any of you who might be like me and have broken chains. Yeah. Do some of you have broken your chain? And I'm just wanting to reach out to you and say it's okay. We plan to do this for at least several more months, certainly probably until the end of probably, does that make sense? But almost certainly until the end of the year. And my goal is going to be to just keep making my chains a little bit longer before they get broken. I've learned a lot about myself. If I don't do this first thing in the morning when I get my message from Sharon Rankin, chances are I won't do it at all that day. So I'm learning quite a bit from this experience, and I know I'm doing more than I would have done if it wasn't for the consistency chain. So I just want to encourage you all. We don't have to be perfect.
Wow. Thank you, Nancy. That was so helpful. Okay. Because sometimes you can get like, how do you get started? So that was really helpful. So coming from a national marketing director, that's a good gem. Thank you, guys. Good gems. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you, Ann. And please remember to, when you introduce yourself, share what city you're calling in from. Awesome.
Sorry.
Okay, good job. I have a question here, Janae. Why should I attend conference in St. Louis? Anyone want to share why should I attend conference? Why? Okay, Sandy, you can unmute yourself, please.
Sandy in Denver. I have been a customer of the company for 27 years now, and sharing the product for 25-ish, I guess, or 26 probably. Anyway, a long time. My first conference was in October of 97. And I've only missed 2 conferences because they happened right after I had my 2 babies. They are fuel for the soul. They're fuel for the mind. They're fuel for the soul. They light me up. They are the energy that I need to continue to propel me on this mission. I just think it's so important. And St. Louis is so critically important for me because it's been so long since we have had a big gathering like that. And for me, I know that it's going to be incredible. It's going to be just overwhelmingly incredible to be back and just be around so many like-minded people. And frankly, I'm excited that there's going to be fewer people there, because I do remember the day back originally when there were fewer people there, and I got to know so many more of the national marketing directors and, you know, people that we didn't normally get to talk to, because there were just fewer of us. And so I'm very excited about that too, to see who is there and who can I, who new can I meet, you know?
Oh, thank you so much. And I see, thank you, Sandy. And there's Bonnie. You want to share, please? I need you.
Sure, I'll share. First of all, if you come to conference, you get to hug me, because I love to hug people. I love giving hugs. And we haven't been able to give hugs to each other for a long time. Darlene and I are good huggers. Right, Darlene? Yes, Janae is a good hugger too. Yes.
Yeah.
But also, when you go to conference, like Sandy was saying, it feeds your soul, but it helps reinvigorate your passion for this, not just the product, because, you know, a lot of companies have products, and a lot of people go to conference and get excited about their products, but this gets you excited for just our community and the passion for the good that this community can do. And I love going to conference because, you know, we see each other on video, but it's just so much more personal when you see each other in person. But also then when I get on the plane, I have gotten orders on planes in the airport talking to strangers. Why? Because you just heard about this cool study that, you know, links fruits and vegetables to curing breast cancer, or you hear about our cool new brain health study and you're just impassioned by it. And then, you know, my kids always accuse me of eavesdropping, and I do. I eavesdrop all the time. And so you're in line to get food or to get your tickets or your bags, and somebody says, "Man, I just wish I could get you to calm down." And then you could say, "You know, I heard about this new brain study that helped you focus. Would you like some information?" You're just more empowered and more confident of the information that you have that can help people. And you're sharing from love. You're not saying, "You have to have this." You're saying, "Would you be more interested?" And you're just more, you remember all those beautiful faces you just saw at conference that are standing right behind you saying, "You can do this." So that's why conference is awesome.
Great.
Great. Anyone else would like to share? Okay.
Dr. Wanda has her hand up.
Dr. Wanda, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm waving my hand because I have to share on this, because I was the original person that said I would never go to conference. There's no reason to go to conference. I'm too busy. What are they going to say that I need to hear? And I was taken kicking and screaming to my first conference with many enticements and inducements to go. And that first conference just opened my eyes so much to the possibilities, to the vision, the mission of the company, the awesomeness of this company, and how not only do we have this great product and this great business, but the community and the fact that our company is such a loving, giving company. And you get that when you go to conference, meeting people that you wouldn't otherwise meet, having the opportunity to talk to corporate leaders, to talk to other national marketing directors, and just people that you meet when you're standing in the coffee line, because people are passionate and happy and excited, and it does fuel you. So you go to conference in October and you leave really excited and ready to hit the ground running and do your business. That kind of wavers over that 6 months, but then you get another push when you go to the spring conference. So I'm one of those people that's been very reluctant to get out and do anything since COVID. I am planning to attend conference and I'm excited. I just have to take it one day at a time as to how involved I'm going to be with people. But I can't wait. It's been great to be able to have virtual conference, but to feel the energy of being in that room is something that is unparalleled in my experience. And I'm encouraging anybody who's not attended conference or not thought about attending conference. Once I started going, I think I've only missed one. Well, more than that, because I originally only went to fall conference. And then once I started going to spring conference, I don't miss anymore. And the one time I missed was the year in spring conference that everything just blew up and everybody came back so excited. And I vowed I will not ever miss another conference again, because I want to be a part of that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Wanda. And we have Margie. I see you, Margie. Unmute yourself.
I just want to add, I'm Margie Williams from Quincy, Illinois. I've been with Juice Plus for 25 years, and I went to the very first conference within 3 months, and it was Halloween weekend. We drove to Nashville. We got egged on the way in the middle of rural, who knows where, but I brought my husband and my 2 children. And I'd have to say, for 25 years in this company, where it's been my plan B, I think my husband coming with me and my children at the really get-go, they got it. They got it. They never gave me a hard time about making time for Juice Plus. And they came with me to all of, not necessarily the later conferences, but my mom was 84, I think, when she came to her first conference. It was her first year, and she was still walking then. And so it just from a family perspective, if you can bring your family along and have time and have fun in St. Louis, or whatever you're going to do, maybe this year because of COVID, you haven't mapped it out yet. There will be a spring conference. And if you haven't mapped it out this year for yourself, there will be a spring, but it's even better. You can invite somebody to live stream it with you at your house if you can't figure it out how to get away. Because I know right now, everybody's got challenges.
Wow. So did you guys hear that? You can even live stream. So there's no excuses, really, right? So conference make a big difference in where you're going with your business, and you're building and help building belief as well, too. For me, going to conference, I get to see the real vision. It helped me to even know that I'm on the right path. I'm with the right company. I'm doing the right thing, getting more knowledge and more understanding of what this whole food nutrition is all about, what the Tower Garden is all about. How can I help others like me that are entrepreneurs that, maybe need long-term disability or need insurance or those kind of things. So I can help really share more about getting deeper into what this is all about. Our mission is all about health and hope. So it's major. Conference to me is also major. It's life-changing. So thank you, everyone. We have one more, then Janae have another question. Susan.
Thanks, Darlene. It used to be when we came out of conference, we were so excited and we had events planned. Maybe there was something, we're going into the holidays in the fall. Maybe there was something in your home. Maybe you got together with another distributor or two and shared holiday recipes and talked about Juice Plus. I remember doing that on one Saturday morning, and we served smoothies and coffee before people went out Christmas shopping. And it was a great success. We got customers. There was some sort of contest at that time. And I remember I got all my people from that event, a real casual event, but it was planned. And we talked about Juice Plus, or by the follow-up from people that didn't come or didn't make a decision. So I was wondering if anybody else had given any thought to planning events and looking past conference and keeping the momentum going.
I am.
Good.
Well, wonderful. That was perfect. That was going to segue into questions. Like, if anybody has their favorite in-home events, if you want to share some ideas about what you've done in the past or what you were excited to do coming up. I love that, of sending people out with some good completes before they do their shopping, right? Whenever we're all so tempted to go get all the sweet treats and stuff, they're going to be out there. And I love that, filling you up so you're less tempted to make those unhealthy decisions. Mic check, mic check. Are we okay?
Mic check. Where you
Sandy
guys
has
at?
her hand
Mic
up.
check.
Sandy has her hand up.
Sandy.
Hi there. Well, I actually have a couple of events coming up this week that I'm excited about. And so I'll let you know how they go, because I haven't done either one before. Wednesday night, I'm partnering with a financial advisor whom I met in networking group fairly recently, a few months ago. And he just had such great energy and excitement in his mission. And I've always thought about doing a health and wealth event. And so we're doing a Zoom event Wednesday evening. If anybody would like to participate in that, let me know. A Zoom event on Wednesday evening, and he's going to take half the time and I'm going to take half of the time, and see how that goes. So we're both inviting people to that. And on Friday with Becca, this was Becca's idea, and I think it is so awesome. It's a mocktails and conversation. And we are doing a Friday happy hour from 4:30 to 6. And we're going to mix up a couple of mocktails from our recipe book that we have on Healthy Living Revolution, and be serving those. And we have yet to get our brains together, but we're going to come up with, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 really good questions, and use Ditch the Pitch, and really throw these questions out and have conversation with these. It's going to be women. I know it's not, it's only going to be women. So conversation with women, just to educate and empower and really get some great interaction and discussion going.
Super.
Yeah.
Love that. That's awesome.
Hey, all right. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. Is there anyone here having any challenges, any questions you would like to ask before we kind of close out? Anyone here? And no question is a dumb question. So feel free to bring it to the table while you got all these experts here. Anyone?
I have
Mike,
a question.
Sure.
I had wondered if someone would like to give advice on how they worked with their Boys and Girls Club to get the Tower Garden application and then startup. If they'd like to give anybody advice. I have a new rep who wants to try and do that.
All right, Mike check. Who would like to jump in? Mike check. Okay, you can unmute yourself, Karen.
Hi, everybody. Karen Drake from St. Louis. I can just share a little bit. The Boys and Girls Club here in the St. Louis area, they've grown exponentially from, I don't know, just a handful of sites to over 10. And in terms of helping, well, in terms of connecting with them, I had already had a relationship with the club because one of my sons was a club member and I knew the leadership. And so what I did was I reached out to the president of the club and shared with him certainly some of the benefits about having a tower garden. And what I also did prior to that was same process. Hey, learned about this. Would you be willing to watch a short video? So at the time, I believe that I sent maybe a Stephen Ritz video. And I think he had seen Stephen Ritz at the National Boys and Girls Club meeting. And so I started there. Also wanted to find out what his vision was for having a tower garden there. He also brought in, I think, maybe his his VP of operations. So he brought in some other people, and it's just like everything else that we do. It's about relationship. And so you've got to walk with them, not just here is the Boys and Girls Club special form. Go on, I'll send it to you, fill it out, and then we'll talk. But walk with people through the process so they don't feel lost, so they stay excited. Educate along the way, and always ask, who else do we want to invite to the conversation? So we ended up placing one. And I have to thank my NMD, Nancy Ronjakovac, because you needed to have a sponsoring NMD for them to get a free one. And they also ordered a second one. And what I'll close with is right now they have 2 towers to be expanded over time. And they also have a chef at their brand new teen center. I have connected with her. So I go by, I attend their events. I said, gee, you're getting ready to do some other things. Maybe I don't know whether it's back to school or something. And I always ask, chef, are you going to have that tower garden out there? She says, oh my gosh, I didn't think about wheeling it outside. And anyway, it's been a great relationship and it's a lot of fun, but just staying connected and getting people involved and having the staff involved as well in the setup.
Yeah, good.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Karen. And then we have Ann and Tammy. Ann, you can go ahead and share.
I think Tammy is going to share.
Yes, it'd be helpful to get connected with some of the staff or the board members. I'm on the board at the Boys and Girls Club, so that's how we got started with our tower gardens. And we have probably, I think, about 6 tower gardens, because I also went out and asked different farmers or businesses, sometimes if you ask them for donations, if you give them something to donate towards, they'll give that instead of money. So I asked them to give towards getting a tower garden. So that's how we got the 6 different ones. And we just built a new kitchen, and hopefully we're going to be able to start doing some cooking classes as well. And they had some learning classes. I think they used some of the lessons that are provided to them. And we will hopefully soon be starting a Boys and Girls Club in Clarksville. And hopefully we'll get some tower gardens there as well.
Okay, hopefully that was helpful for you, Margie. Yes.
That's awesome. You're about all
Very
the
helpful.
tower
Thank you very
gardens.
much, everybody.
Great.
Well, thank you, Janae and Darlene. I have to give a hats off to another phenomenal open mic night. I think this is going to have to be a regular thing we do, because it's so fun to hear this interaction and this conversation and ideas. It's creative, it's inspiring. And if I wasn't attending conference, I'd be ready to go all over again listening to you guys. But we are attending conference, and I'll just remind everybody that on Thursday night, our team is doing our normal get together. We're going to do a celebrations night. So make sure you get with myself or Nancy if you're planning to attend, and let us know so we have good numbers. And we have John Blair and his wife, Chris, has agreed to join us. John Blair is the one that brought Juice Plus to our company. So we're excited to have them as special guests. And we're going to be giving out the Davies again. Have you all heard? The Davies are coming back. And so we'll have some crystals to give out and some fun stuff. And whether you're there virtually or in live, we'll do a virtual event on that Thursday night as we give our crystals out. So we can recognize everybody. So thank you guys for shining the light, and thank you for this great call. Go ahead, Darlene.
Hey, well, we want to go ahead and close you out. We hope this open mic 927 was valuable, and you really did get some great gems tonight and notes. And remember, this is so important to inspire healthy living around the world. We have the gift of hope and health. Thank you so much. Checking out 927, Darlene and Janae. Have a good night.
Good night. Love it. Good night, everybody. You guys, great job. Phenomenal.
Thank you. Great job.
Good night, everybody.
That was great.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.
Good night. Great job.